Welcome back to 18 News. Time once again for our weekly visit to the Dubois County Humane Society on Wordsey Road in Jasper. Donna Hopkins once again is with us this week, and this week we have Artemis and Ashton. They are a pair of 4.5-month-old cats born in August of this past year, and actually were strays in the county. Was that right?
That is correct. They were strays in the county, and they were so a lady had seen them and was afraid they're going to get hit on the county road. And so she got them and brought them in. They were full of fleas. They were pretty malnourished. So they've been in foster care. They've been here with us for a little while. But they're brothers. So they're get along very well. As you can see, when they're put together, Ashton is the buff, which is the one I'm kind of shaking here, and then Artemis is more of the yellow, but they're pretty darn close in color. They have been getting along beautifully. I think you'll be seeing a scene of where they're playing in their cage and getting along easily. I've never even heard them meow. So they're very easygoing. They're up for adoption. They're $20 each, but if you said, I got to adopt both at the same time, I bet we can make a pretty darn good deal with you. In fact, just for record keeping, it's best to adopt cats especially as a pair versus singularly. They occupy each other, and there are less chances of getting nervous or getting bored or being destructive or whatever. The cats do better in pairs, and it's just a fact that I've learned since I've been here, but people have known for a long time. I'm going to let them enjoy life for just a little bit and set them down. There you go, babies. Okay. But anyway, and they'll probably look at that. They're going to probably go right back to their little house. They love their little house. Both of the boys are fixed, so that means they have been neutered. They're current on their shots. As I said, they had quite a few fleas when we first got them, but they're all gone. Not a flea to be found on these babies. And they would make a wonderful pets for somebody to have. And as you saw, they were cuddle bugs, very quiet, very easygoing animals.
That's right. We got some good shots that Zach was able to provide of them in their group, and they just have a good camaraderie between each other.
Absolutely. I've not heard them fuss at each other or anything, and that's nice to know when you want to be a pet owner. You know, sometimes you just want peace and quiet. Well, these guys will be entertaining because they still have a lot of kitten in them because they are kittens. They're still under 6 months of age. But as you saw, that they're just easygoing. Sweet little Ashton is just sitting down here. You can't see, but just out of camera range, just looking around, just curiosity is okay. But little Artemis, he's checking out the scene behind us. If the Christmas tree goes down, we're going to blame Artemis.
Right. Okay, shifting gears a little bit, we got some tremendous news this past week. A week ago today, the Dubois County Humane Society was awarded the $10,000 grant from the 12 Days of Giving, courtesy of the Dubois County Community Foundation. A huge boost for the Humane Society.
We have been partying ever since last week. We were so excited. Number one thing I want to do is thank everyone who got on Facebook and put their vote in for the Humane Society. That is how they did it. Was everybody cast their vote on who there was. And I will tell you, we were up against some mighty stiff, wonderful. I'm glad I wasn't part of that committee to have to pick, because they were amazing people who were out there to help. We just count our lucky stars on being the ones to be selected. I will let everyone know that it will go toward mainly our vet bills that we have. It costs a lot of money. They said this won't even touch half of what we owe, but it's going to touch half of what we owe, and it's going to help us out tremendously. So again, to everyone who put a vote in for us, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts and with every piece that we have. Thank you so much, because we and our animals appreciate that. We will keep you posted throughout the year if there's anything special that we do with the money in particular, but we just know right now we're kind of earmarking it for the vets.
Okay, we still got another week left before the end of the year, and maybe next week or the week later after the first of the year, we'll kind of review 2017 as we go along. But in the meantime, we got the calendars here. Like I said, it's a week away from Christmas, and a little less than a week when this is going to be aired on Tuesday. But nonetheless, it looks like a nice little the calendars that are available are going to be a nice little gift for somebody.
Absolutely right. They have all the national holidays and so forth. They're squares, so if you're like somebody like me, that if I don't write it down, it doesn't happen. So it gives you places to put documentation down. Let me tell you a quick story that one lady does. Is she gets it for her mother every year. She gives it to her at the nursery nursing home. And what she does is when people come to see Mom, they sign in on her calendar and they sign in. And so then when her daughter comes to see her every day or every other day or whatever, they'll say, "Oh, I see that Aunt Martha got to come see you today," or "I see that the Jasper High School choir came and sang," and things like that. So it gives you conversation and things like that, gives them something to do. Multiple ways to use a calendar besides just see what day it is. And it's a great idea. When she told me that, I thought I need to share that with our listeners, because folks in the nursing home or who may be being restricted and not being able to see people, this would be a good way to let them know, oh, yes, I did see this. I did take my medicine. I did see my doctor, whatever you need. Carey and I are giggling because the two kitties.
Zach, why don't you pan down for a second? We're going to around there if you can get a shot of that of Artemis and Ashton going at each other here. Like I said, it shows the camaraderie they have of each other, and they might be fighting over our audio cord here too before long. So.
So entertaining. Just,
right.
How can you not enjoy them?
Yeah.
In fact, while he's showing them, this is
now it's a wrestling match.
Yeah,
We're going to turn the play-by-play over here to the wrestling match. So.
Typical brothers.
That's right. Okay, well, while they do that, let's go ahead and continue.
Yes, we have our two transports, January the 15th and January the 29th. You need to come in and sign up for the paperwork and then also pay. We do ask that your animals get their needed vaccinations and medications or anything that they need before they go in, at least 2 weeks. So you've got plenty of time to get signed up. We have lots of openings. Cats. I apologize. Cats for $45 includes their spay or neuter, and it also includes their rabies shot. And then also for dogs, it's $75. That includes their rabies shots. If you have proof that they've had it in the past calendar year, then we will take off $15 for that.
Okay. Well, as they continue to fight, we'll just go ahead and wrap things up here. Of course, information on those two and all the other fine animals available for adoption here at the Dubois County Humane Society is available on their website at duboiscountyhumane.org, petfinder.com, and, of course, many venues, as we tell you every week, Facebook, you name it, via social media. Information can be found on what is happening here on Wernson Road in Jasper. So thanks a lot, Donna, for joining us. Merry Christmas to you, by the way, because this will be the last one. Yeah. We'll see you after the holidays. And again, Merry Christmas to all of our viewers this year. And we'll have one more show before the end of the year next Tuesday. And best of luck to them. Again, as we said, thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned. Weather's next.